I'm Scott Wyatt. Thank you for joining us to eliminate manual forms and start speeding up your business in as little as a day. What we're going to enable you to do in this session is pretty remarkable. We hope you'll watch all the way through since the areas we're covering are common to all organizations, but here are the topics and timestamps. You can also navigate to parts that are most valuable to you. We're here to show you how to save your organization tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, speed up your business, deliver better service, and avoid costly errors all at once with one new patent-pending capability, the form engine for Quickbase. And you can start doing these things in a day with no cost, approvals, or user training, which we hope you'll agree is pretty amazing. What we're addressing is a massive problem of manual offline transactions with customers, employees, suppliers, and everywhere, slowing every organization down and costing them a lot. You have to create and transact all the business and government forms, orders, and agreements with them, with approvals here on the left side, and get the resulting documents and their data into your Quickbase and other source systems on the right side continuously. And until all that happens completely and correctly, work can't get done and service can't be delivered. The big disconnect is why it takes days or weeks and a lot of manual work to get new customers, suppliers, or employees onboarded, for instance. Doing all that work outside your source systems creates loss in all these areas in red, and you'll be shocked at how much it's costing your organization. The solution isn't to do the work in some standalone e-signature or e-form builder tool and try to integrate those with your source systems. It's to do it all in Quickbase. And that's what our patent-pending form engine now lets you do. It converts real business assets into working Quickbase assets with e-signatures, giving Quickbase builders new superpowers to solve these needs like nothing else can. So for instance, when you speed up the transactions with your employees, vendors, or customers, you speed up the business in remarkable ways. Service also improves because they get whatever they need from you more quickly. And if you can speed them up without seeming to change anything on them or needing to train them, then it's magic you may not even need approval to put into play. We have an app or a path for you to manage each of these core areas better, all powered by our form engine, which is a new add-on entitlement to your Quickbase subscription. We picked these three areas to show you because most every organization has the same slow processes and costs in these. Even if you have good systems, it doesn't matter because you aren't doing these transactions with these parties in your systems. That's the problem we're solving. Since you can get value from the form engine most anywhere in your organization, let's show you how to start speeding up your business anywhere, and then show how to do it in these three specific areas. Taylor here will quickly show you how to use the form engine to digitize a form.
The form engine inside is invisible to end users, but this is the interface for your form builders, inside a Quickbase dashboard like here, or in its own tab. It is completely integrated with Quickbase, so its only login is a user's Quickbase login. This home screen is the library of forms for your entire realm in one place, including the forms in this app. Digitizing a new form or document is as easy as importing your master document. Choose what app and table you want the form to work with in your realm, and start dragging and dropping live Quickbase fields onto the form. The fields are Quickbase field types because they are real Quickbase fields without any separate mapping. The fields, including file attachment, embedded images, links, e-signatures, and more, can go anywhere on the form. Save it, and it works like a real custom Quickbase form. Most any form, document, or background image will work for drag and drop custom forms, easier than building native web forms. And when you digitize any form once, it works for adding records, editing records, PDF output of records, a better version of exact forms, all in one. And the URLs and QR code permalinks to these forms can be used anywhere, inside or outside of Quickbase.
Thanks, Taylor. I'll add that any background can now be your Quickbase form. So for instance, if I want a custom branded form on my website, like this one to get your free form engine instance, you just create the background with any program. I use PowerPoint. Then have a target table with the fields on the form, and build the branded custom form just this quick. Choosing your target Quickbase app and table for the form, dragging and dropping the fields anywhere on the background image and lining them up, save it, put the link in your website, and it works. Change anything on the form, including background image, in the form engine, and it automatically updates wherever that form is used. The forms you can start digitizing easily are all around, in any area where standard forms are completed in some volume. If they aren't in your area of responsibility, you can still automate them, with just the form owner's permission to let you automate it for them. Whether a form is in your area or other, get the master form template, and usually in minutes you can create a single table Quickbase app with the fields on the form. Convert the form with the form engine into an online form to that new app and table, and that gives you an add record URL and QR code the form engine generates for the form. You can use those if you're the form owner, or give them to the form owner to send or post the URL as a link to whoever needs to fill out that form. You can also embed or post the QR code anywhere if the users need to complete and submit the form in the field or otherwise mobile with their phone. The URL and QR code replace the Word or PDF version of the form that was previously emailed around. The users fill out the online version of the form, e-sign it if needed, and submit. And now the data in completed forms will just come flowing into the Quickbase table for them automatically, 24/7. It can be miraculous. Every form or document you automate this way speeds up the business and saves cost, and you can do this all over your organization. Moving to our specific areas, to speed up your supply chain, you could use our S2P Lightning app. This hackathon award-winning Quickbase app automates the bullet areas, and we'll show that, and more, in remarkable ways, and you can easily use it for any or all of these functions. This app is a system of agreement that gets us data and documents from the digital transactions we enable between your procurement group who owns it, up to all your company's employees and suppliers. The parties interact together with most of them not even needing to know they're using a shared system, since the best system is an invisible system. You can see the functions the S2P app with the form engine inside automates. Procurement needs to qualify, approve, and onboard new suppliers. This has multiple steps by itself. Employees do purchase requests to purchase things from approved suppliers, and those requests get routed for approvals. Approved purchase requests become POs, which are orders with the intended supplier. This is a multi-step process too, with the supplier accepting the order and providing delivery details. Then the shipment comes, and some employee needs to receive it, maybe not even knowing what was ordered or whether the shipment is correct or complete, but they need to. When shipments are received as complete, suppliers invoice the customer for the order. Most all these transactions are done by paper or PDF and email today, and any or all can be done with the form engine in Quickbase. When you speed these up, you speed up your supply chain dramatically and save cost with every part you improve. Taylor here will show you how it works in the S2P app.
With the form engine working inside, the S2P app enables your procurement department, your company's employees, and your suppliers to easily interact in this single advanced app. It brings all the transactions between them directly into Quickbase, making transactions instantaneous. In this module, a buyer can kick off an automated vendor pre-qualification and approval process by creating a new supplier record with just these 3 fields. The email notification goes to the supplier with links to the company's pre-qual form, their pre-filled NDA, an official W-9, and any other forms they need. The form engine lets you digitize your company and legal forms into Quickbase agreements with e-signatures. The supplier just completes the online forms with real Quickbase fields and field validation, including features like enhanced radio buttons, e-signatures, and submits them, and the mapped data and the executed document goes directly into your supplier table here for your review and approval. So the suppliers execute your forms and gets the data and PDFs out of the forms into your Quickbase at the same time instantly, with no training needed. The form engine can also parse data out of populated PDFs into Quickbase. If, for instance, a vendor already has their W-9 filled out in PDF like this one, they just attach it in a form and submit. The form engine parses the data out of it to create a supplier W-9 record here, with the data and the PDF is also attached. It can turn documents into structured Quickbase data in volume, and the ability to get the data out of the documents and automatically into Quickbase can be very useful all by itself. So, with this single table and its forms and agreements, you can qualify and manage your approved suppliers better on a standalone basis or integrated with the procurement functionality in the rest of the app. In another small step, we can speed up purchase requests for your employees by digitizing your company's purchase requisition forms that they already use. Employees can start requesting the things they need to buy with e-signatures and custom Quickbase forms like this. It also lets the employee, a central buyer, or the system choose who needs to approve each purchase and route that same form with their approvals with e-signatures automatically for automated processing that can take minutes now instead of days. The employee can request an improved supplier, or if they need to use a new supplier, they request this with just the same 3 fields you saw before on this form. This improved purchase rec process can be implemented immediately without any employee training because they're just executing online versions of the same business forms they were before, just like the suppliers. If you want to automate the process even more, approved purchase recs can automatically become POs, which automatically go to the chosen supplier to accept and provide delivery details, all from this one form in your business format. The form engine can even auto-create pre-filled material receipt records with QR codes that suppliers can print on orders. So any of your employees can easily receive orders as they are delivered in seconds, just using their smartphone camera on the QR codes. Invoice templates in your format can go to the suppliers for completion and submission back to you, all in your custom forms, in your system, making it easier and speeding up transactions between you and your suppliers. And pipelines inside can optionally create vendors and bills in your accounting system. So with the form engine embedded in this S2P Lightning app, you can have some of the most advanced and automated supply chain processes in existence, helping your employees, procurement group, and suppliers all in one.
Thanks, Taylor. And here are the kinds of business results you can expect from using the S2P Lightning or similar app with the form engine inside. Saving days or weeks of processing time and lots of dollars, depending on the volume of transactions you digitize. Apps like S2P are a new breed of Quickbase app that make it a short step from doing these core functions manually, slow, and expensively to doing them lightning fast. You can download this S2P app from the exchange for free or get it from us and replace our digital business forms with yours. Or you could use the form engine the same way in any Quickbase supply chain app you might have. Next, let's see how to get the same kind of improvements from your employee transactions. In our HR Central app here, which you can see has the form engine home screen optionally embedded in the dashboard, your real employee forms can be digitized with the form engine to work with this app or your HR app. To improve transactions like PTO requests, company asset requests, and anything else, you can place or send the links to these buttons wherever employees need them company-wide. And they don't even have to know there's a Quickbase behind them. They just execute them, and automated approvals and workflows can be triggered. If you recall the new supplier onboarding we went through in the S2P app before, you have the same kind of onboarding process with all your employees that you can automate just as easily. If you create a new employee record in this app with just their name and email address, an email notification like this can automatically go to them to have them fill out their employee information for all the data you need from them, execute their NDA, official government W-4 with e-signatures, employee handbook receipt, and any other forms or documents you need to execute with them. The magic is that they do all that work easier with online forms and e-signatures, and all their data and executed forms go automatically into your Quickbase app. Nobody has to email or rekey data or manually shuffle and attach documents anymore for all of it to be where you need it to be instantly and automatically. And to start speeding up customer transactions and improving customer service, you just have the form engine working in your Quickbase CRM or similar customer app, and digitize any onboarding, MSA forms, contracts, orders, anywhere where they need to execute your business forms, speeding up your customer transactions and service and accelerating revenue. You also easily output data-driven documents for them, with your Quickbase data generating exact forms in your standard business and government formats. Once you're doing business this way, you'll be surprised at how much time, cost, and revenue was lost with the old ways. And if you aren't using Quickbase to manage your suppliers, employees, and customers like this, and the form engine can now give you these results, maybe the form engine is your reason to start using Quickbase in these areas. Or if you have other source systems for these areas, consider using the form engine to automate the first mile of executing the transactions with employees, suppliers, and customers into a Quickbase app, and then pipelines to push the data and documents into your source systems. Or automate the last mile of generating data-driven documents out of your source system data with pipelines and the form engine. Those can also be powerful improvements. Now let's get into the QR code opportunities, Taylor.
So the form engine also generates QR codes for every form and document that you digitize for easy access by mobile phones anywhere online or printed in the physical workplace and world. This can provide a new service and support across your organization easily with Quickbase. Informational assets like maps, diagrams, and documents can be digitized in seconds, and the QR code the form engine creates for them can be used anywhere, with the assets behind the QR code centrally updatable.
QR codes are starting to be used everywhere now, and for good reason. They're very powerful. They extend the information and support you can provide into the physical workplace and world. And with the form engine, you have the new ability to create all the digital assets with QR codes you need with the Quickbase apps behind them to extend the reach of your systems too. You can automate just about anywhere business or government forms are filled out and the data is keyed into some system, or maybe the data and documents should be kept somewhere centrally and they're not. Online folders come up short because only Quickbase holds the data and documents together in your searchable, reportable apps. Looking at these use cases and more you may think of in your business, now your opportunities are in the hundreds of manual forms all over your organization, and every one you automate improves the business. You can't do this with DocuSign, FormStack, or others. This is about capturing the data as it's created, automatically, and centralizing the data and documents together in your system. The form engine has more advanced features and uses than we can cover here. It should be an indispensable add-on to your Quickbase for as many of its growing list of functions as you can use. Toward wrapping up this session, here are some customer testimonials of successes we're proud of, and we'd like all of you to be on this page too. We hope you agree that you now have the tool and path to create this new value in your organization, or contact us if we can help. Low volume form engine use is free, and volume use can be added to your Quickbase subscription for as little as $175 a month. So there's nothing stopping you from starting to speed up and automate more of your business for free today. You can get your free trial right now here on our website and try it yourself in minutes, or schedule a demo with us for the use cases you have in mind. Thank you, and we hope you'll join the growing list of companies that are revolutionizing their business with the form engine and Quickbase.